Hello YouTube. I'd like to discuss the two things that you see on the screen before you. Dishonesty and honesty. Now, I don't know whether you've ever realised this, but dishonesty is actually circular in nature. And by that I mean, whenever you're dishonest, you need to be looking over your shoulder constantly, because the lies which you're telling will actually be constantly coming up behind you and raising their ugly head, let's say. And obviously because of that, if you are a dishonest individual and your acts of previous dishonesty are always coming up behind you and catching up with you, let's say, well, you have two options, don't you? You either continue to be dishonest and tell another lie in order to cover up for the original act of dishonesty, each lie of course in turn becoming ever greater than the one which preceded it, or you choose to say, no, I've had enough of living a lie, I've had enough of being dishonest, I wish to change and become an honest individual. So you change from being dishonest on the left to becoming honest on the right, and honesty becomes your preferred way of going about your life, let's say. And because you are honest, rather than living in a circular fashion as you were doing previously and never being able to relax and always having to look over your shoulder, you actually go straight, as the term says. You actually change from being a circular individual to a straight individual. And because you are straight, because you are being straight, because you are being honest, of course you're no longer having to look over your shoulder, as it were. You can merely look forward in your life. You're not having to look backwards all the time and be constantly fearful of what's coming up behind you. So I don't know whether you've ever realised that, but it's just something that I've realised recently, and I've changed my ways over many years, I suppose, from living in a dishonest fashion on the left and being fearful and constantly looking over my shoulder, to being honest and being straight. And when you do start to do so, you realise that you do actually have quite a power over your life, because rather than attracting other dishonest people as you previously did, your stance of being honest, of being uncompromising, the people around you, the faces will change, and you will attract to you people who are as you are, people who are honest. And because of that, all the difficulties that you previously had in your life, they will in turn also begin to disappear. So let me know how you see what I've said here, whether you see the truth of it in your own life, in your own experience. And if you are dishonest in many ways, realise that you never actually get away with anything. Eventually you're found out, eventually you have to pay for everything, that there is something going on in the background which is actually far superior to the justice of man, which is actually a joke when you begin to look at it, that there is a greater justice in the background, and that you can really never escape it. So thank you for your time. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.